Hey, it's Jared with Gear and Light. Today we're going to take a look at an audio plugin to fix an issue in a video project. Now, I'm using Final Cut Pro and we're going to be using the Acusonos Era 6 bundle. Now, if you've ever filmed anything and had audio issues, this plugin is going to blow your mind. I usually don't need too much help with audio because any issues can usually be fixed with the default settings that I can adjust in the Audio Enhancements tab in Final Cut Pro. Now, whether you're using Final Cut or Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, any video editor, Acusonos integrates with it. And so, though I'm showing you an example in Final Cut, this will work in a lot of different video editors. The panel and everything that we're going to look at is very much the same. And so, the problem here with this footage is that I ended up filming in an area that had just a lot of problems with it. This interview was not supposed to take place in the area that we ended up filming in. The original area had issues, and so when we got to this location that had good natural light, the audio was going to be an issue. I recognized that early on, but when you have people that are only going to be able to come in one time and you want the raw emotion and everything that they're going to have in sharing, you just really can't. You just have to film. And in this instance, that's the decision that I made, was we just need to film and I will figure out the audio later. I didn't have time to really set anything up. If you look at the area here on the screen, you know, this was a big room, not really anything in there to dampen the audio, and without having a fully built out truck full of accessories and everything that I could bring in and just fix the issue quickly, that's just not what I have available to me. So I just had to go with it. So there's some issues here in this audio, and I wasn't able to fix those very easily, which led me to trying out the Era 6 bundle, and the Era 6 bundle blew me away in how well it was able to fix the audio issues here. So let's take a look. We're going to listen to the audio as it was without any effects or any adjustments to it, and so let's take a look at that right now.
And my office was a closet, and it had one desk and one chair, and so this guy is obviously wealthy.
So there's a few things that you can hear there. First of all, there was an airplane flying overhead in this particular segment. Now, this school is near a small airport, and so there's lots of little airplanes. Actually, the airport that I'm doing my training at as I'm working on getting my pilot's license. And so lots of airplanes flying overhead. And at this point in the interview, I was just listening to what they had to say and looking for opportunities for me to ask them to say something over again. And just with this particular story, I ended up wanting to use this segment even though it had a lot of problems. So the first thing that I did was come into Final Cut and just enable noise removal and hum removal to see what that would do. And so I'm going to go ahead and hit play so we can hear that.
And my office was a closet. And it had one desk and one chair, and so this guy is obviously wealthy.
So what it did here was basically just take every noise and issue that it had and compress it a little bit, so it wasn't as noticeable. I can still hear the airplane flying overhead. As he mentions his office being in a closet, it now sounds like he has went from a large open room to actually talking in a closet, and that didn't really help the situation too much. It's better, but this video is going to be played, or was played, on a large sound system with big screens, and issues like this are just going to be amplified when the video or when this audio is played back on a large sound system. So let's go ahead and throw on the Audio Cleanup Assistant. So you can see over here from the audio effects and the Era 6 Audio Cleanup Assistant, I'll click and drag it onto this audio clip. Now, this audio clip is just about long enough for the Cleanup Assistant to do its analyzing. You can't run this on small clips, so like these smaller audio clips over here would not be long enough. If I had to do this over again, would have ran this process on all of the audio before cutting up my video. But I cut up the video because I didn't think I was going to be using certain segments, and then had to come back and do some adjusting to the audio. So I ended up with a almost fully edited video and then working on the audio. So let's go ahead and open up the Cleanup Assistant by clicking this icon right here. You can see we've got the Cleanup Assistant there. Now with the Cleanup Assistant up, I just need to put my playhead in a position towards the beginning of the clip. I'll click on Assistant and then hit spacebar.
And my office was a closet, and it had one desk and one chair, and so this guy is obviously wealthy.
All right, so let's look at what it has done. I'm going to go ahead and put the playhead back here at the beginning of our clip. You can see it's add noise remover and plosive remover. It's also added a voice EQ and a voice leveler, and then we have an empty slot over here. So let's listen to this clip, the same segment here, with only what it has applied on its own.
And my office was a closet, and it had one desk and one chair, and so this guy is obviously wealthy.
So a couple things that I'm noticing. First of all, I don't hear the airplane at all. Second of all, it doesn't sound as bad as before. It really did a good job of removing background noise. Now there's a little bit of reverb still that is there that I would want to clean up. And as you can see here, I have one additional empty slot, and so I'm going to go and apply reverb remover there. I'm not going to make any adjustments to it. I'm just going to leave it as is, and let's listen to it again.
And my office was a closet, and it had one desk and one chair, and so this guy is obviously wealthy.
So this is way better than before. Let's go ahead and disable this.
And my office was a closet, and it had one desk and one chair.
So the difference is dramatic. The difference that was made just by simply clicking a button and then adding on one additional filter to get rid of the reverb. So let's go ahead and close this window. We have this applied. I'm going to go ahead and re-enable my audio track, my music track over the top, so we can hear what it sounds like all together.
And my office was a closet, and it had one desk and one chair, and so this guy is obviously wealthy, and so he's dressed really nice, and so
this is way better, and this video was played before hundreds of people on a big sound system. I was there, I was really nervous, and it worked out really well. It sounded amazing. Nobody would have guessed all the problems that I went through to get to this point. So I owe the success of this video and it being able to be played in front of hundreds of people to the Era 6 plugin, because I was able to get in there and clean up audio. Now, not all audio for this entire video was shot in this particular environment. I had a classroom scene as well. I actually had one person come and film in my office where I'm sitting right now, and so a lot of the audio was better because I filmed in different environments. But when you run into a situation like this, you need a tool to fix the problems. Now, I've got a link down in the description below for you to check out. It'll get you a free trial so that you can try out this plugin on your own footage. If you use that link to sign up, it does help support the channel here. It is an affiliate link. Doesn't cost anything for you to use, but it does help support the channel should you decide to sign up and pay for the plugin. I highly think this is worth it for somebody who's producing video, producing podcasts, anything with audio where you need to do cleanup, and the default just, loudness, noise removal, and hum removal sliders are not sufficient. you definitely need to check out this plugin and at least give it a try for the 14-day trial. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you found this as useful as I did and just being able to fix problems. I love tools because they fix problems, and this is a prime example of a tool that you definitely need to have in your arsenal for producing video and even producing podcasts. But that's going to do it for this video. If you found this useful, give it a thumbs up, click that subscribe button to be notified when we put out new videos, and I hope to see you in another one soon. Take care.